Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door Shutter, coming back to you with a brand new episode of All of Fabric 7. Today is episode 5, and quickly before we get into this, I do want to mention All the Mods 9 did get an update to add Greg Tech, but then this morning I went and looked, and they have been removed again. I did try to record an episode, but it was very, very laggy. Probably because of Greg Tech, in all honesty, who knows? I would assume, since they've removed the ores again. But I'm hoping that we are able to get into that soon. But I just did not like how laggy it was. I did not like how stuttery it was at times. So we are kind of just ignoring it for right now. So I was informed that the encased fans do not get sped up by gear rotation. So I've just put the water wheel on the back here. And let's grab this. So actually, I want to test something. So if we take out the water for a second, and we take out the soul sand, will this still operate? No. Okay. So if we were to do, of course, the normal method of getting water flow like this would work. So using soul sand is still an option in Create. It's just not like the normal where it speeds it up. So this just makes it to where you don't need to have the water flowing over it at all, and that is fantastic. Somebody did ask if that even is still a thing. I don't think it speeds it up. I think you can just use it to create a simpler water flow, which is a fantastic mechanic. I like how they still have that in here. So let's get this one switched over to just being right behind it. So we're just going to take the water wheel and we're going to plop it right there. And then we're going to, I think, yeah, we need to put the soul sand on that layer. Is it right? No, it's this layer. And then just do that. Okay. And then I don't have much dirt on me, do I? No. And we can actually go ahead and we can get this one changed up too. Because the large water wheels, I would assume, work the same way, but we will test that real quick. So let's pop this off. Okay. And then let's clear this out. I'm just glad somebody commented this, because I kind of forget how encased fans work, in all honesty, because I don't mess with Create that much. I will say that I do not mess with Create all that often. So when people inform me of things, it's a fantastic thing. So that should start working here. Let's quickly take a nap. Somebody also mentioned that you could do trapdoors and stuff to hold in the lava and water for things like this. You definitely could. I didn't actually think about that, but the lava one's like surrounded so I don't catch anything on fire. But yeah, let's get this one sorted as well here. So we should be able to take all the water away from this one. Let's punch out the soul sand real quick. Just for a second here. So I stop bouncing up and down. Okay. Okay. So right now it's going to cease. And if I put the soul sand back and I just do one block, it'll start the rotation again. Fantastic. So we can get rid of a lot of this cobblestone. All we need is that kind of just base layer. And this is going to go with the same speed at which it was with just one water source block instead of however many I just had. Okay. Cool. Just some cleanup of Create. Somebody did also ask why I didn't do an iron farm vanilla style. Honestly, because I kind of didn't even think about it. So, I definitely want to do that, but I don't really have the time in this episode to do that. But we can actually kind of start. Let's get to looking at it, right? So, I know the best way to do that, of course, since we have a village down here. Actually, I don't even know if the villagers are still alive. Because the pillagers, right? So let's actually head down here. Where's my sword? Not the waystone. My weapon. I don't have a sword. I have a weapon. Because I thought we also do have the mob lassos. Lasso. It's not. It's from Kaib. That's where it's from. A magical lasso that holds most creatures. But we would need a cursed one, which is wither skeletons and stuff. I mean, we can do mine carts. Ooh, what is this? I didn't notice this. What is this? Interesting. I actually didn't even notice this on the hill. Cool. Okay, do we see any villagers? Actually, yes. I do. But I definitely think the problem is going to be getting the villagers. So let's... I mean, yeah, let's go find a different village. I do have one over here, which is the Guffimsia waypoint. So let's get some rails, some mine carts. And let's see if we can get this going here. I'm going to clean out my inventory real fast. Okay, so real quick, I've just upgraded our backpack to a golden backpack. And I'm going to actually upgrade this here on camera to a diamond backpack. Which is, this is the recipe. Biggest reason, just so we have a lot more inventory space. We do have the ability to make an obsidian one. You know what? Let's shoot for it. Let's go for it. I want to just basically be able to have enough storage in case we need to take out part of the village. And so this should be good. And this looks like it's the last tier. Yes, the largest of them all. Okay, fantastic. So that way we are able to kind of just go with it and not need anything else here. Alrighty, so let's get this started here. So I think what we'll want to do is we'll kind of want to figure out an area for this. So, I mean, I'm kind of thinking we just take out part of the village. Really. Actually, right over here, it looks flat. Flat enough. I mean, we're going to have to clear out this a little bit. So what I want to do real quick is just go small tunnel with the ultiminer. And hopefully, the biggest issue is going to be getting a zombie. But for right now, I'm not really too concerned about that. We'll get a zombie. I just have to figure out how I'm going to get a zombie. Let's go shapeless. Punch this stuff out. I love all the floral and all that stuff that is being produced, but goodness, it's a lot. Okay. I have no idea how to design an iron farm. I legitimately know nothing. We're going to go in this blind. I've seen a few videos years ago about how to make these, but other than that, no idea. And I don't know if I can actually even put this near a village. I don't know. It may not be as efficient, but we shall see here. But I mean, I could, of course, just get rid of every villager and everything like that. So let's see if we can sleep real quick. All right, so let's do some tearing out of village houses here. Let's get rid of these, at least, that are near the actual location that we're going to go for. Man, I love Ultimine right now. It is making things a little bit easier. Okay, we're going to have to get another axe. And this is kind of why I wanted to bring the backpack, is because I knew we were going to get a whole bunch of junk. And I kind of wanted to have enough space to throw it into a backpack. Okay. Let's just take out these glass panes. Fantastic. All right, let me tear down this house, and we'll try and figure out how we're going to set this up. I genuinely have no idea. I don't know the spawn radius of iron village, or of iron golems, not iron villagers. What in the world? So yeah, let me be back and we'll figure that out. Okay, so let's think about this here. I want to have at least 4 villagers, correct? So let's go. I think this will be our starting position. We'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll do that. About 9, 10-ish. And what we'll do from here is we're going to think about how we want to place... we're going to have to actually place stairs here to get the villager up here. I'm going to kind of try and keep it a little bit slim, so that way we can actually get it figured out. Also, I really need to get a new pickaxe. Or mending or something. I just have not really felt like doing villager trading this season, because I've done it so much. And I want to kind of do a normal enchantment setup. So we'll look forward to that. Just as of right now. Man, what is up with that? The middle mouse click is like broken. Usually it should default to what's in your hotbar, not what's in your inventory. Okay, so let's just get rid of that. There we go. Let's get rid of that cobblestone too. Okay, let's just make the staircase here. I don't know distances or anything like that we need to actually worry about. Let me actually look at that real fast. So I think it's like zombie. Okay, so it looks like 8 blocks away is what we're shooting for here. So and that may be out of date. It looks like it was from 2021. So I'm hoping it's still correct. I genuinely have no idea if it's still correct, but we'll give it a shot here. So we're gonna want to put the the villager here. Okay. So we'll want to ramp this. So 1, 2, 3, powered. 1, 2, 3, powered. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do powered. I do have levers here. Powered rail. Nope, that's too short. Actually, no, I was right. Ha! Didn't even realize it. Okay. So let's try and get this guy over here. We don't have a lot of rails, so we're gonna have to kind of push him just a wee bit. Give him a little push. Oh, we're gonna have that issue, aren't we? Because this is the path, and you can't cover it up for some reason. That's okay. Let's get him back on the cart. What? Is it because it's a block higher? Let's just do this real quick then. Push him back this direction. Oh, goodness gracious. Why is this so difficult? It's okay. We got the solution. Okay. So let's take out these rails. Just keep on pushing him this way. Should be able to get one. Perfect. Oh, I didn't know you could waterlog rails. Okay, so we'll push him up in this direction. Perfect. And then we will get rid of all of the rails. I don't know if these guys can actually be in minecarts. I would assume not, but I'm not sure. So we'll figure that out here in a second. So I kind of want to get this guy covered, so he can't be struck by lightning or anything. Okay. So we'll keep him in the minecart for now. And I'm gonna have to do this several more times. So with the 8 blocks, let's kind of map this out a little bit more. once I get this cleared out here. So if we put a zombie, so the corner, so he's right here, right? So here's where the first zombie is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'd want to put a zombie right there. And then 1, 2, 3, or is that 3? 1, 2, 3. Let's go one more. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Looking good. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this should work, but we're gonna have to find a zombie. And I don't know 100% if we need beds or anything of that sort. I would assume we might need beds of some capacity. Yeah, this just may not work that well, but it's okay. Because people are suggesting that we put beds around where the villagers are. I'm not even sure. I don't know. We'll give this a try. If it doesn't work, we'll regroup, right? So, I'm not going to get all of the villagers here today because I don't have a lot of time, as I've said. So we're going to kind of just chunk load this by pressing M. Let's press F3G. So he's going to be in one chunk. Actually, this is going to only be in 2 chunks, which is fantastic. We probably could have got this in a single chunk. I mean, we still could. Right? If we actually wanted to. We could just reverse this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that work? Yeah, that'll do. And I'll fill this in and stuff. But this is going to be the start of it. I'm going to have to get the villagers and stuff. I'll do that off camera. But I want to hop, skip, and jump back to the base here. And let's look at some other stuff. I do want to get this done soon. But since we've kind of got a partial iron farm situation, I'm not too worried about this just yet. But I want you guys to know we're going to work on this. This is going to be an on-camera project. Besides getting the villagers. I don't know how we're going to get the zombie. Genuinely. Do I have a name tag? I just went to the wrong place. That scared me. I heard this potion splash. Okay. I don't know. Do I have a name tag of some sort? Because I'm going to need a name tag, right? I don't think I do. Oh, I do. I have one singular name tag. So that should be good. We'll name a zombie, and we can try and get him somewhere. But we're gonna definitely have to figure out how this is gonna fully work. And I will do some more research off camera, just so we don't waste too much time. I mean, I know we're gonna need the villagers, right? That's the biggest thing. We're gonna need the villagers, but I need to look into a little bit more of that. How are we doing over here? So we've got about a stack of iron nuggets, which is actually a decent chunk so far. How are we doing over here on the cobblestone gen? Kind of keeping up with it. I'm kind of thinking we want to look at a windmill. You know what? Let's look at a windmill. The biggest problem with the windmill is you need what is called sails. Sail blocks here. Windmill sails. You need wool for this, and I don't actually have a lot of wool. I have like 1 piece of wool. So let's look at getting some vanilla farms set up. How about that? Sounds like a good option. That'll help us just kind of get a little bit better off. I don't have any kind of gate apparently either. Pine fence gate, that works. Let's plop this down right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I actually see a sheep over there. So hopefully we'll be able to do this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Let's go grab some wheat. And we'll start getting some sheep. And maybe some other animals sooner or later. But for right now, sheep is the main goal. I know I have hay bales. Perfect. And I did see a sheep over here. Oh, sheepy sheep. You look like you got like sneakers on. Okay. So there's our first sheep. Let's go find another one. I could add Monster Bowl back into this, like I did on All of Fabric 6, and just kind of ignore mob lassos. I might look at that. Maybe. I know I ported it to 1.20, because the original author of the Pokeball never did update it to 1.20, or still hasn't. I don't know if they ever are going to, so I just ported it to 1.20. You know, I can always plug that one in the description like I have Microcoal. I've kind of just kept that in every video so far since I've actually made it. So, you know, shameless plugs. But Monster Ball is really cool. It is, I think I need to make it more expensive for actually getting a Monster Ball. I just have not done that. Let's grab some of this good old-fashioned shears. We'll shear some sheep here. Perfect. 6 wool. This is definitely not enough. I know you get a decent, or you get like 1 or 2 sales from this. So, yeah, you get 2 per. So right now we're looking at 12. This is not really worth 12. Trying to make 12, so we're going to hold off on this. But that is definitely a decent start with getting some wool, getting 4 in there. And I will keep breeding them on and off, so that way we can actually just keep getting more. Let's see, let's toss some of this stuff in here. So actually we'd have 14. I probably have string. We could actually look at breaking down some cobwebs here. Hold on. I didn't know shears actually silk touched cobwebs. I kind of forgot about that. Okay. And then we could just do this. That's 4 more. You know what? Let's make it into sales. Andesite alloy. We're probably going to need a little bit more andesite alloy. Okay. And then we're also going to need some sticks. Sticks. So we'll grab some of these pine logs. And just like that, we should have sails. And then what else we're going to need is a windmill bearing, which is this right here. A shaft, stone, and a slab. So this piece of cobblestone and a shaft. So this should be basically everything we need. Let's grab a plank. I always like doing planks for the center of windmill bearings. You don't need to do planks, by the way. I just like doing them. And then, I mean, I guess we could grab cogwheels and shafts and stuff here. And let's see if we can get the milling to go faster. I went out the wrong door. That's okay. So let's try this here. Let's knock this windmill out. Let's grab a bucket. Not the mossy stone. Okay. So let's try extending this. So we extend off of this one. Small cogwheel, large cogwheel. Small, large, shaft. Small, large, shaft, windmill bearing. Actually, I guess we don't really need the shaft there if we're just going to do windmill bearing. And then we can do plank, windmill sail. We'll just place them like so. Is it going to irritate you guys if I have one extra on each side and not on top and bottom? Because that's what I'm doing for right now. And then we just right click to turn this on. And this should go just a little bit faster. Actually, it doesn't even look like it is going a little bit faster, in all honesty. So let's see if we can change that. Let me push it back 1 or 2, and we'll see if that affects anything. Okay, so this is as fast as it's going to go. It overstressed whenever I tried to do any more than this. So that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of cogwheels, and that is fantastic. So now we should be able to crank out a little bit more gravel. And also, we may need to speed up cobblestone sooner or later. But I'm hoping we can get it to where we actually run out of cobblestone. And kind of find a sweet balance with the windmill later. But, yeah, so you can see we've already got over a stack of nuggets. I mean, it's not really that impressive. I mean, it's only a couple ingots. But still, this is going to be decent for right now. Just for a little bit of ingots, at least. And, yeah, that's fantastic. So, I know we didn't get too much done. We kind of started the idea of the iron farm. But I really am going to have to do some more research before we kind of fully jump into it. But I want to make you aware that we are going to look into that just because I've never done one. And this method definitely isn't going to be the most iron intensive production just outright. You can see that. So with that, we're going to wrap this one up. Thank you guys so much for watching another fantastic episode of All of Fabric 7. Hopefully, soon, All the Mods 9. I really was hoping to get that episode out today in place of this one. But, you know, things change, things happen, and that's alright. We just got to deal with it, and we just got to move on. So, thank you guys. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.